President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to deliver the Raymond Mhlaba memorial lecture in Vryheid, northern KwaZulu-Natal this afternoon. Mhlaba was an anti-apartheid activist and a leader of the African National Congress, as well as the first premier of the Eastern Cape. Let's get the very latest now. Ayanda Mhlongo is standing by for us. She's covering this story for us. Ayanda, very good morning to you. What can we expect today?
Yeah, very good morning to you, Blaine, and good morning to our viewers. As you said, today, President Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of the ANC, is going to be delivering a lecture to remember and honour one of the stalwarts of the ANC, a Rivonia, a trialist, affectionately known as Mr. Raymond Mhlaba, of course, born in the Eastern Cape, and as you had said, they blamed that he was the first premier of the ANC. He had dedicated his life to the liberation struggle, and of course he is one of the notable leaders of the ANC that served alongside the late former President Nelson Mandela and many others, including Walter Sisulu on Robben Island. He was also a member of the SACP and also served in the structures of the South African Communist Party. And so this year the ANC has dedicated it to remember not only Mr. Raymond Mhlaba but also Harry Kwala, who hails from KwaZulu-Natal, who both will be their centenary celebrations this year. So there's going to be a lot of focus, and so they're kicking off here in KwaZulu-Natal with the president delivering this first. We are told it's going to be of many lectures that are going to be delivered by a number of people, a number of leaders, I beg your pardon, of the ANC, but of course the first being the president of the party. And of course, Ben, while he will be speaking to his members on the life and times of Raymond Mhlaba, but also it is probably important that the president will no doubt touch on the issues that are affecting the politics of the ANC. And just a little bit about the region, Blaine, that we are here. It's the formerly known as the Abaqulus region of the ANC. It's a region that has been working, trying to control this area. Of course, you know that in the past, historically, areas in the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal have been under the control of the IFP. And so since the ANC has started getting a support base in the area, it has been trying to grow its support. In fact, in this particular municipality that we are in, the Vryheid municipality, it is an IFP-led municipality, and there's been tussle between the IFP and the ANC, with the ANC trying to wrestle control of the IFP from the IFP. And of course, whoever takes control of this municipality here in Vryheid also then will end up taking control of the Zululand district municipality. And the ANC has said, it's come out saying that particularly here in KwaZulu-Natal, it wants to this year, in the build-up to next year's local government elections, that it wants to focus on this particular area. And so it is no surprise that the party leaders would take this bold move by bringing the ANC president, inviting, stretching the invite not only to members of the ANC but to the community of Vryheid and surrounding areas. We know the buses are going to be coming as far as Ulundi, parts of Ladysmith, many areas to the north of KwaZulu-Natal, and trying to get as many people to be part of today's lecture. But also, this is also going to be an opportunity for the ANC as it starts its campaigns for next year's local government elections. So no doubt the president will also use this opportunity to speak to the area of Vryheid on the plans that the ANC has for them, on the promises that the ANC would make to them if come next year's elections they then choose to leave their political parties and come and join the ANC. We're also told that today the ANC is also going to be welcoming about 300 members that it says are from the IFP and the NFP. And so that is also going to be part of today's program. And local leaders are saying that in the build-up to today, they've been conducting door-to-door campaigns to try and draw as many people to come out here today. So an important event, I would say, Blaine, for the ANC, particularly in this region region. They've said that they want to come and really work the ground here. This is not going to be the first time. In fact, when you remember that the president was supposed to have been here last month or so, unfortunately, on that day, that event having to be cancelled. And so you can see the need, the fact that the ANC felt that important that they reschedule a date. The weather today is not good at all. In fact, there was a possibility that the event may have even been cancelled this morning, but they are pushing along and saying that it is very, very important that this event is said. And the president also saying himself, from what the ANC leaders are telling us, that he wants to be here and he wants to address the people of Vryheid this morning. Plain.
And Ayanda, you have the politics of the region. The other, as you were mentioning, the life and times of Raymond Mhlaba. I was watching a documentary recently that featured Mr. Mhlaba and how he was talking about this arrest in Rivonia and how they tried to jump out of windows, in order to get away from police, and how police was telling them, you're going to die, you're going to be hanged for this. So important history that will no doubt be coursing through President Cyril Ramaphosa's speech. What does Mr. Mhlaba mean for the people that have gathered there and the residents of Vryheid?
Well, as you said, Brenda, he is a highly respected leader of the ANC, and in these parts, a lot of people might not know the history of Dr. Raymond Mhlaba. And so today, the ANC president is going to, of course, be taking them through his life, his history, the importance, his sacrifice to the ANC, his sacrifice not only to the country. Remember, as I said here, Blaine, that he's not only going to be speaking to the members of the ANC. They've tried to attract as many people who are outside the ANC. And so for them, it's to speak about people like Raymond Mhlaba and their contribution to the liberation struggle. Recently the debates that have been going on about apartheid, and there's still discussions today whether or not apartheid was a crime against humanity. And even people in these areas are still wanting that debate to continue. And so it's possibly another topic that the president is going to venture into, so that the people of Vryheid understand, and particularly the role that the ANC played in the liberation. So today they can enjoy the freedoms that they have today. You'll also note, Blaine, that the area of Vryheid and areas further up Port Petersburg are areas with a lot of farms, and still today a lot of farm workers are still suffering. There's a lot of issues between the farm owners and farm workers, and all linked to racial issues. And so this is another important point for the president to bring in Raymond Mhlaba and his efforts to free people who are living in those farms. And so today it's going to be quite a diverse audience of people that the ANC president has to send this message to this morning.
Let's hope the weather holds up. Ayanda, give us very briefly the TikTok of the day. What time is the president likely to address?
President, the event is set to start at 12 a.m. I understand that the president is already here in Vryheid. There's a briefing currently with the ANC leaders here in this region, of course, the provincial leaders as well, before they make their way here then to the stadium. So possibly around 12:30, after the the earlier speeches, the president then will deliver his this lecture.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for that reporting. Ayanda Mhlongo live for us in Vryheid.